That's why. Well, yeah, I know what you mean, but if you think it's right to say it
and talk to him about it, and then he'll tell you whether it's submitted or not. Because I did that the first 2 times, and after the first 2 times on the first 2 tests, and he said to say that.
Down here is where you put your answers.
All right.
Well,
I knew how to do it.
because you can look at.
But up here in the box, up here in the box,
Yeah, I don't want to.
you know how it had all these little things
You wanna
it
do
tells you
three.
about.
So if I get anything over an 80,
Oh.
I would be happy with it.
It was missing.
Let me see who's here. Jesse. Here. Crystal. Oh. Karen.
Notice? She's awesome.
Sarah.
This is the 3 test. This
Well,
is test for
Roberta.
12, 13, 14.
Monica. Madison.
Really? I thought we were gonna.
David.
Okay. I better start thinking.
Daniel.
Here.
Lindsay.
Here.
Blake. Aaron.
Here.
Trenton. Michelle.
Here.
Maria.
Right here.
Catherine.
Here.
Desiree. Olga. Sixta. Sean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I talked to him. Things are a little.
This was problem 2, right?
Yes.
Lacey, 18.
I guess probably one's gone.
Okay. Caitlin. Joseph. Pete. Brandon.
I wrote the whole thing down.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Review it as you know the question.
Okay, so tablets 12, 13, and 12, 13, 14. You're going to notice some of the same problems, the same stories. Don't you remember this one?
Yep.
It's the same exact person, the same company. The numbers are different. I'm not going to bore you to death as I'm going through chapter 12 and 13. I don't mind standing here and explaining it over and over, but you're going to get tired of hearing it. Because what I will tell you is find N, find R, go to the table, get the table factor, multiply times the principal, and then get your answer. So if you have a question, just ask me. Otherwise, that's what I would be saying for every problem, for the next several problems, okay? They should be in order. They're usually in order. So 12 and 13 will be the first 2/3 of the test. The only difference is between those 2 chapters is what? 13 is on annuities. But you use the tables the same way. It's just you have to make sure you're using the right table. That's the thing, right?
Well, the only thing with mine, as I told you, is some tables will come up when I put on them, and some
Still, that has to be, on your end.
I think it's a firewall.
But I'm not hearing it from anybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, on her end, yeah.
Yeah,
At the top, there's usually like a yellow box kind of thing that drops down from your toolbar. And sometimes you might have to download that on your own PC at home.
Weird. Okay.
Mine,
Who's your Internet Explorer? Who do you have Internet with?
AT&T.
Oh, that's probably why. Yeah. What browser you use? Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Go on to Foxfire
Okay, you ready?
No.
or Chrome.
That's fine.
Get out here early.
Internet Explorer is fine. You just gotta do what she just said, though. Is right
Okay,
to
go ahead and take a look at the problem. Take your notes. I'm just going to do this.
We're ready for the next one.
Let me know if you have a question. I'm just going to go on to the next one. So you ready for the next one already?
Yes.
What question?
Yeah, that table is what table would that be in the book?
This will always be the correct table for this problem, so you don't have to worry about that. But
If I don't get it,
but the second part of my answer is, if this is a future value problem, it's going to be the future value table or the compound value.
If it's a
Table.
present value, then that's
compounded.
If it's the present value, it's the present value table. What?
This is compounded by quarter.
Well, you can always tell, because when you're done, the amount in the problem is going to be smaller than your answer. That means it's future value. The opposite would mean it's present value. But they give you the right table. So, all right, ready for another one?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything different here. Do you remember these? This is an effective rate problem. And we did several of these too,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, I can say it again. I mean, you go through the whole process of finding N and R and the table factor based on N and R, but then you have to take one more step, remember? After you do all that, you have to subtract the principal from the future value. That's what's happening here. In other words, you normally stop right here, like in the previous problem that we just looked at. But in this one, you go a little bit further, and you would subtract the principal, which is the amount of his CD that he's investing in, from the future value of that CD. That would give you just the interest, and you would divide the interest by the principal. And that gives you the actual rate of interest, or the effective rate of interest. And that's always going to be a little bit higher than what? The one that's up here, see? It's just a little bit higher. And why is that? Because it's compounded twice a year. They've been keeping this room very clean. On my first 2 semesters here, it was just always filthy. Remember?
Mhm.
I guess I don't know if you were here or not. Yeah, black marks all over the I haven't seen that old guy at Janner. Is he gone? That maintenance guy? The older guy, you know, the kind of tall one. He's what? Oh, I didn't know that.
His name is Tom.
He was German.
I'm pretty sure it
I
was.
gotta practice my German with him. All that time.
Yeah,
And we call him Tom.
I'm sure it was German.
Oh well, I guess he's gone. All right, so I still see people riding.
Yeah, he likes beer.
Huh?
He likes beer.
He likes what?
Beer.
Oh, all Germans do. Or if you're
They
in Germany.
and holidays said that they could drink.
Germans are.
I like Blue Moon.
Well, no, they have beer. They have beer.
I know.
You've been there?
My family is German.
Your brother was stationed there?
You know, like,
My family is
Rob is my favorite.
Oh, you're part- have you been there?
I have daughters.
What you heard about?
Yeah, my aunt
Oh,
used to from
I
Germany
like
back.
Belgian beer.
It's in-
Don't fat taste of
My
I like the second.
family is
What?
from.
After that, like I don't know.
I know.
There's a lot of.
You know what? I used to never like beer, and I just became a beer drinker.
See my brother.
And then like Blue Moon with oranges, and then like
Outside of where? Right.
I like to watch.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was like 3
My
years.
Yeah.
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, that's where my family
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's the capital.
Yeah.
Find out what you think's a good.
Isn't that the capital? I should know that, I forgot. Is it Berlin?
I was born
Are you
in
ready for another one?
I'm ready. Next,
My
please.
daughter was born in Pittsburgh.
Well, when I see people writing, that's why I'm waiting and just BSing, you know, because I see other people writing.
Yeah, it's okay, John.
It's not your recording. Yeah, what's your word from? Yeah, I'm kidding, girl.
Okay.
They go home early.
All right. So you can tell that this is a present value problem just by looking at the answer. The answer is smaller than the amount that's in the story. So, but yeah, that was the best years of my life. Wasn't it?
My
That's
mom
where I
was,
should Frankfurt thing, I think as soon as the Germany was remerged, went back to being.
Oh, really? Okay, so I didn't, yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it used to be Frankfurt.
Was it
Or
original?
not Hamburg. It was, I have to go back and look. I can't believe it.
Yeah, originally it was Berlin, was the actual capital.
Originally, it switched to Frankfurt.
After it split, became East and West.
Right, and then it went back.
I think they put it back together. It's-
My
it's
father
right
had a
here.
piece of the law.
I haven't been there in 20 years. I want to go back.
my mom was great on that, where, my mom was born in there. My mom was 100%.
But she's not full.
She already used to do that.
No, my mom, because, she was a baby, you know, and then when she got to school and everything, she looked at my grandmother, so we were in American speak English, so my grandmother was not speaking English, but my older aunt, so my grandmother.
Yeah, the old one. Just like in my family, they speak French. Well, most of them are dead now. They could.
The only thing I know is Kushla and
You like
Osh.
it right now.
Say that again?
I
Kushla
like this guy.
and Osh, like the only words I
Well, I should know those words, but I don't know.
Osh is ass and
Oh.
Kushla is kiss.
I like it.
Now, it depends on if you're talking about North or South Germany, because they have two
They do
different,
have different languages.
Yeah, they got high and low German.
high and low. Hold on.
Hold on real quick, Patrick.
I was born there, my daughter was born there, but neither one of us speak German.
Shame on you.
Yeah. Regretted it. Love to go back. To visit only.
I had a chance for a free trip.
Germany's the richest company right now in the Euro.
Yeah.
The
So
richest country
They're the most financially stable country.
in the European Union?
Yes. They control Germany and
Or
they
with-
control
okay, I
Greece
see.
as well because they don't loan Greece all that money, which Greece won't be able to pay back.
Yeah, I tried to get a job again there for 10 years, and they was not letting me in. No, I did get off. What was the government? It was GS Jobs.
That's
Those pay a lot of money.
You gotta know somebody.
You do.
Or if you're in the military.
I know some people.
My dad went back.
Well, they did offer me to go.
Yes.
They did offer me a teaching.
That's what
Well, I
happened.
tried to go with volunteer.
It's still 5 minutes almost.
It was this guy.
All right, so this is a present value problem. Same old thing.
I know some people.
So how was your weekend?
Mine. Oh, it was horrible. Let me tell you why. I had to drive 6.5 hours one way and then back again through the snow from Grand Junction for the school. It was a school competition we had, and yeah, it was a rough drive coming back.
Yeah, I talked to Maria.
Oh, really? Which Maria? Oh, that Maria. Okay. Oh, yeah. We had some fun. Yeah.
Yeah, she was white Monday night still.
You're talking about the other Maria, not her, right? The other one.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Do you go to graduation?
No comment.
Where
No,
you
I have a
at?
hard time sitting down for 2 or 3 hours in that hot gown. I like the graduation. That's difficult to do though. You know?
Where do they have that?
I think it's the New Life Church.
I'm
Wow.
looking forward to it.
She's like, I'm
Yeah, to
ready.
graduate. Are you ready for another one?
I already went through one. Oh, that's gonna be my second. You ready? Too bad they didn't let me keep going. I don't think we have the cat. Looks like there's no cat. I don't know if I should have that.
Okay.
You go close. Daughter, she got it.
Okay. Yeah, this is a present value problem.
65 years?
And this is the same, we had this one before, right?
Wait, this is, I'm picking out the wrong numbers.
We had this one before.
Bless you.
So you have to
You're
figure out the difference between 47 and 65 first, which is 18. That's where they got the 18. He's 47. He's going to retire when he's 65.
Ah. They come into play somewhere.
18.3.
So it doesn't say the years. The 18 is the years.
We actually have another word for that word you said. Yeah, we have something else. So it must have been the difference. High and low, yeah. The first thing you always learn is the bad words.
Yeah, if my grandmother used to use, that's how my grandmother
Babies do.
for the bad words, but I
Every baby, you
didn't,
like go around going, chick.
pick up on any of it, I picked up on ass.
I'm like,
Picked
chick.
up on-
Well, you remember that
And I remember, yeah.
and how to order a beer. That's the first thing you have to learn. All right, ready? Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to slow down a little bit. Once we get past chapter 13, we have those longer problems.
This is just warming us up, huh?
Yeah.
It didn't go over.
We didn't go to the next one.
Yeah, I'm watching that. I see people writing.
Still? You're writing the whole entire paragraph?
Okay, so you can see we're going to chapter 13 because they mentioned the word annuity. But the process is the same. Same old thing. By the way, they know that you drove an hour back. Or an hour. It's known that you drove an hour back. They know? Yeah. Now that your heads up. Because someone. Well, you're not going to be in trouble. It'll be me. So, it's either that or we all die.
Whatever.
Well, they're like investigating it right now. So, just so you'll have a, I've been going around giving the heads up to everybody. I don't think it's.
Something to bitch about.
Hmm?
Something to bitch about.
Yeah, it was someone that was with us.
I had to.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I think we all know.
Kick her ass. Kick
I
her
wish
ass.
I
Usually
could.
do.
I can.
I can hire somebody to do that.
Don't worry, I know people.
Okay, you ready for another one?
Yep.
Okay, another annuity problem. Yeah, it's present value. I don't see anything different, it looks the same. There's nothing that's different from the norm.
The more I write, and if I take notes, the more it sinks in.
Oh yeah, that's usually the way it works.
Repetition.
I don't know, I guess for some people it could be the opposite. I've heard people say sometimes they study overstudy or study too much and then end up getting worse grades.
Yeah, I can't study for a test or anything unless it's a 9 to 4. I can't study all week long for sake of I think that's be right.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
Because I lose it during.
But I used to read my books. I don't think that's really common today.
I don't think anybody
like
reads
reading the chapter before, well, maybe not in this class, but like in other classes, like any other business class, you read the chapter when you come and you're prepared for the lecture, and you know what all the terms mean and stuff. Yeah, that trend seems to be going down.
Well, yeah, especially when you buy the books and really do.
Well, they cost. Would that motivate you to use it because it costs so much?
We have to in our business, if you want to make us.
Why? Because
When you come in, you have to take a quiz of the chapter.
oh yeah, I used to do that stuff too.
And then we had to do a paper on the chapter.
In class.
Every
So
chapter.
you have to read this.
Yeah,
You ready for another one? No?
Yep. Please, thank you.
Okay, we're more than halfway through. Here's an annuity problem, it's future value.
When are our next chapters coming up?
When? Next month?
No, I know, but
Oh.
which one?
Which ones? 15, 21, and 7. I think that's the order. I think.
Yes.
With about 90% confidence.
Thank you.
I don't remember the names of the chapters. I mean,
It's mortgage is the next one.
mortgages, okay. And then I know one of them is,
I got here.
God, what is it? I just
Stocks, bonds, mutual funds.
Stocks and bonds,
Discount trades and cash.
and then trade discounts, okay.
Yeah.
How many chapters?
Three. Whoa.
3 chapters, 4
One per
classes.
week. 1 per week.
Wow.
got 2 weeks left.
3 weeks and 3 chapters. We have 3 weeks.
I know, do the math.
I need
Yeah,
vacation.
well, they said we had 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
Well, week 3.
No, this is the third week. We got 2 more. We got 2 more after this week.
Hands on.
Yeah.
I'll let what? I'm confused.
Don't say that.
No, we have 2 more weeks after this week.
Yeah.
Because this is the
Okay.
18th.
Okay. All right. All right. Never mind.
Because May 1st, I know is the last time for testing.
That's right.
I don't know why I was thinking. That's right.
We don't need to know
May
anything about
2nd is
stop
our
signs.
last class.
May 2nd.
That's right. But so when we come back, well, today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Monday,
Yeah,
Wednesday, yeah. One of those chapters, like I said, is probably very easy,
Mortgages.
where I could do it in just one day, you know, and you might not have a final test.
Yay.
We might.
Do you want one?
No.
Don't argue then.
Just keep taking notes and
As long as I get through all those quizzes, that's what I'm worried about. All of those chapters.
Good.
So it's just 2 more weeks.
yeah.
2 more weeks after this week.
Seems like it just started.
It's almost time to get on
May
the
2nd
beach.
is my last day here.
May 2nd is our last day in class.
Yeah, and May 6th is the last day of the term.
Right, but.
Right, okay.
I don't want to get into this.
Ready for another one?
Take you right off the stand on
Yeah.
little island.
Well, we're not done with that. I'm not sure if that's what it is.
Relax.
Take you out and
Okay, here we go.
Oh, no.
So the last few problems. So it covers chapter 14. We're on chapter 14 now. First one is how to figure out a monthly payment. And we had this problem on Monday, remember?
Yep.
Pikes Peak, Harley Davidson shop.
So we don't need the 54 months, do we? I don't see it as a problem.
Let me just make sure. Down payment. Okay. There's amount financed. Divided by 1,000. Oh yeah. Yeah, because when you go to the table, you have to know the number of months for N, right? Or I'm not saying N. In the table, the number of months, the number of payments. So 54 and then 8% interest, right? Yeah.
So which one's the table? That must be 24, no.
That's the loan
So that would be the
amortization.
22.12. is the 54
That is the
based on
table factor. That's the
Of
table.
54 and 8%.
Yes, you'll use these two things in the table, but you have to get up to this step right here before you go to the table.
Okay.
And then when you go to the table, this is the number you'll get.
Her problems used to drive me crazy, but since I've been in this class, you've shown me how to just pick the numbers out, just not even look at the words. And I know how to do the formula. I don't know how to explain that, but that's just the way I do it. It's so much easier.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
afraid of it anymore.
I still did my
I don't see any harm in it. You're getting the same problem, just different numbers.
They're fun.
Yeah.
No. I still like to.
Just plug them in and. Well, you have to know your formulas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they're usually down here, you know. So. Gotta know how to plug things in. Are you ready for another one?
It's on the cup.
Oh, this will be right by thousand, not the 100.
Okay?
I have a
All right,
question.
go ahead.
How did you get the 22 point?
You go to your
Table factor. So in other words, you go to the table, you go to the loan amortization table, and there's the link for it. And you're going to look where it intersects for 54 payments or 54 months with 8%. And that's where you get this number.
You know what, I think I'll go up to the last this test. See if I can say it on that one.
You might want to do that if they're not working. Yeah. Or somebody else's computer or something. Or the public
I'll
library.
have the geeks go look at it.
Or the computer lab.
Yeah, the people, well, I got it under support. Otherwise,
We're good.
it would cost me $2 bucks or something else. All right, here's what they say.
Okay, that was the one. It was probably just one something, and that's why you just send me an email. I'm usually online at night, just about every night. And if I spend one step or missing something. But it wasn't this problem.
You see, the thing of it is that you add up the number of days and then you minus either it's 31-day period or 30-day period, and that's how you get the bottom number for 5. And I kept doing that, and I kept getting the exact same answer, and it was marking it wrong. So,
The tables, with the example right here was exactly the same as the one on the test. So you just check those dates and use those same numbers.
Yeah.
The problem in the quiz was
What's it
exactly the same.
That was the same for me.
Same days.
Oh, really?
Same days. Same
same
days.
days, not
Same
same.
Same days.
So you
Oh,
can
okay, I
use
see
the
what you're
same
saying.
numbers.
I got
You
it.
don't have
The
to
days are the
calculate
same.
it.
I got it,
But
yeah.
the other numbers were different,
Well, wait a minute. What
You see
did,
what I'm saying?
didn't that problem have a 30-day billing cycle?
Yeah,
Yes.
so did the problem.
This one has a 28-day.
Yeah, this
No,
is
this
different.
one's different, the other one.
The other one.
Oh,
What
okay.
did you gave us?
Quiz,
Yes?
The
the
days,
Same date.
It was the
It was
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh, I'll
I
have to go
didn't
in,
even do the
I'll
problem.
have to go in and
Just
fix
copied
that.
the answer.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. You don't fix
Yeah,
it.
that's all you did.
It's all right.
I was like, oh, nice.
That and that was not my mistake because when I choose from the test bank, I can do two things. I can choose it to where everybody gets the same numbers, which of course I'm not going to do that, or I can choose algorithmic is what it's called, and what it does is it gives everyone different numbers, the same problem but different numbers. So I don't know how that happened.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't hard. It wasn't
Yeah.
hard.
It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer.
Well, don't go say it yet, because I ain't,
Yeah.
well, I haven't done the quiz yet.
Someone probably missed it. I'm sure.
I did.
We did it the hard way.
Oh, that's right.
It's just hard, but.
You can go the easy way or the hard way.
But
I
There's
forgot.
that, there was one that I had a problem with, it said charge, but for some reason it was, you added it, you didn't subtract it.
you do add it
You do
because
that.
it increases your balance. Yes,
By charging
because you owe
something?
more.
Yeah.
Right, because you owe more now.
Wow.
The only time you subtract is with the payment.
Yeah.
Is that
I
divided
don't know
by
why
or
that's
add
wrong.
28?
I really don't.
Divided by 28.
Good.
Well, all you gotta
Put
do
the
is shoot me an
plus and
email.
minus signs
You
in
do that
there
for
right now.
Sure.
Uh,
I mean, because it's pretty simple. I mean,
we can look at it after this if you want. If you want to. It's up to you. Because it might just be one step or.
I mean, that's all you're doing, is you're starting out with your
I don't
beginning
understand why
balance,
does it
and
say
you're
customer divided by 30
the
days instead of
deductions,
28
the additions.
Should be.
And the number of days in between
After
each
you
transaction.
you're dividing by 28.
Customer,
That's all you're doing, by
But
the number
it's-
of days.
Yeah.
I did that every time.
Was it 28 or 30?
No, I made sure
It
it
was
was
30.
30 day. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question about the bottom. It says customer divided by 30 days instead of 28 days. It should be 1,000.
Right. Remember when I went over this in the PowerPoint. The example was like this. It was just like this. You can't see it at the top, but you're working it the same way as the other ones we did last time on Monday. But in the PowerPoint, when I first showed this, we had this same problem because the customer thinks that they're being overcharged. They don't realize it's a 28-day billing cycle. They think it's a 30-day billing cycle. But you work it the same way.
Right, okay, I got you.
It is heavy.
Check the days divided by the station. Huh? Okay, here you go. Really?
Professor Millen,
Hmm?
all of those that are, that has a 1% percentage base, mistake.
Oh, this here?
Yeah,
Are you asking me what-
we're gonna have to put in, correct?
Oh, no.
To get the right,
Are you asking me, do you have to type this in?
yeah.
Oh, no. Remember back in the beginning of the course? What that means is that if you get
No, what I'm saying is, are we gonna, is that going to be, that's gonna be part of our answer?
No.
See what I'm saying?
No. Well, I'm not sure if I'm understanding, but what happens is if you get within
We're gonna have
one,
to do that to get the answer.
yes, you have to get within 1% of the answer to get it correct. It's called a tolerance level. That way, if you're 10 cents off, it should still give you the credit. It should still be correct. Or if you're $1 off or something like that.
So it could be like, instead of 8.45, you could put 8.44 or 8.46 and still get the right answer.
You should. Now, what I can tell you is that feature is not. I don't think it's been working.
You see, the thing of it is that's what I'm trying to ask you, is that the last problem that we had to do that was similar to that one, for the last test, which was number 8, the one that I got wrong, you didn't have to include that table on your answer.
Oh, this right here?
Right.
You didn't have to do
You just had
this?
to come up with it.
What
It didn't ask.
We
It
had to
didn't
do
ask
that.
for
You
that.
can multiply it.
You didn't have to?
Oh, I
We
did. Yes, you did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, you had to calculate it, but
No?
you had to answer the average daily balance.
Right. The only thing that it was asking for
Uh-huh.
was the answer, and it was the average daily balance. You had to, so what I'm asking is that going to be part of the question, where you have to come up with that?
Yes.
Yes. Anywhere where you see a blank, you have to fill it in. Everything else is given. Where there's no blanks, everything else is provided. We can look at your problem after.
Yes. 7 to 8
So that one took a while for the note writing, but are you done with that one?
Yeah, no,
That's how you get the extension.
current balance, current pay the balance, and current balance with the extension.
And here on this one,
Yeah, right here.
they don't even ask you for the monthly payment. Remember how we did that on Monday in the last one? Or 2% times the average daily balance. You don't have to do that on this one. So.
What chapter is that?
14. What? What do you mean no? Yes, it
Divided
is.
by the bottom.
It's not chapter 14? Okay. Are you ready for another one?
Yes.
You don't have any more left. You know what they're going to do.
Hey.
Yeah, so this
that
one
was fun.
shows it right.
Yeah.
The last one didn't.
Well, that was easy. That was like.
This
Yeah.
is easy. Yeah. So again, the first thing you would do here, right, is
That one right there.
fill in the payment. It's the same payment amount every month. So whenever you see that up here, you just fill it in. And so the problem is about 1/5 done there. But But let me know if you have any questions. We went over a few of these. If you can do one row, you can do all of them. They're the same. And the ending outstanding balance for period 1 becomes the beginning outstanding balance for period 2. Same thing for here. Ending of period 2 becomes the beginning for period 3. So if you're copying anything from the explanation, all you should need is the first row. Anybody fails, it's offered online this summer.
When I was working on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
In the summer?
Yeah.
In class?
1 to 3:10.
So in these classes?
That's number 2.
Yeah, I won't be anywhere around. I'll be teaching it online though.
So you can send your students in if they need help.
I will. Yeah, I'll post the thing, you know, on the announcements.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Especially your culinary and arts students.
Are those the ones that
seem to
because they have less of a math background, maybe?
Yeah, they're creative.
Well, yeah, I don't mean that as a bad thing. Yeah.
I'm in culinary. I'm not taking this.
No, seriously.
What?
I'm in culinary. I'm not taking this.
You're not.
Oh no, I'm not taking this summer.
What?
Oh, I'm in culinary, I'm not taking it business.
Oh yeah.
You haven't got your final grade yet.
I don't even have to take the final. I'm good.
Yeah, but whatever gets
We don't have a
posted
final.
doesn't mean that's what you're gonna
That's okay. As long as it's above a C, I don't care.
get. Yeah, so that'll be my 3rd time through the class.
2.5, okay.
Yeah, it just becomes where you can do it in your sleep, you know, just like anything else.
It's the same math
It's like baking a
online.
cake or whatever. Huh?
It's the same math online.
Yeah, I give them more problems. They get a few more. And basically what I do is I copy and paste this into a Word document and give it to them to use as a, they just don't get the lecture, that's all. But I've only had maybe 3 or 4 emails all semester from that online class. I was so grateful. It's the first time I've done it online, and I was expecting all kinds of mess, you know. But no, they're getting it, so I guess those examples are helping.
Well, and the book is pretty self-explanatory too, so if you
Yeah.
go through the book, yeah.
Well, I tried using the book my first 2 weeks here at this college 2 years ago, and then I realized that I can do it this way, and I'm like, you know, strap the book. Is everybody done with this part? If you don't answer me, I don't know.
Yes.
Done.
So you could make a game out of it, make them stand up when they're ready.
That's not fair.
And stand up and
Do 10. Do 10 jumping jacks if you're ready for the next one.
Is that your design? Yeah, it's Yeah, well, see, you're more corners and you want to, you want to. Well, yeah.
Done?
The extensions do kind of.
Finish?
Finish.
See, I don't put the dances in.
Okay, you see this problem, recognize it?
Oh,
Yeah, we
no.
did already.
Yes, you have to have at least one of these, maybe two, I don't know. We'll see. So go ahead and take a look. I'll scroll down after a couple of minutes. So you remember this one? This, this is the one where you have to find you have to use the rebate fraction table, right? To find the interest, interest rebate, or whatever you want to call it, the rebate, because you're paying off something early. And all you do is follow the steps, you know. You have to remember to make sure to use the right numbers for the table. So you're going to use for your bottom number for the fraction, and that formula you have a fraction, right? It's not up there yet. And the bottom number is always the total number of months. Like if you finance something for 60 months, and the top number you're going to use how many payments you would have had left. You would have had left if you didn't pay it off that day. So the first step is figuring out what? The outstanding balance, right?
Yeah.
For that day, you know. And then once you get all this rebate stuff, that's the long part. The payoff is easy. How do you get the payoff amount?
So minus the rebate.
Close. Balance outstanding minus rebate.
See, in the real world, that would be done for you and you guys don't have any insurance.
Well, there's,
That you might have, like life, disability, warranties.
In the real world,
no,
yeah.
there's
Where?
20th
I guess we're
month.
not there. So.
So she's got it for 52 months, but she wants to pay it off in
Yes,
20 months.
Yes.
I don't see.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the 20th month, yeah.
Correct.
Okay, but
Yeah.
where did the 13,500 come
Okay. Where were we at?
from?
Here,
Up
right
the
here.
top.
Okay. 13,500. That will be. I didn't even read the problem. Let me see.
Is that the amount financed?
Give me one second. It's right here. Yes.
Yeah, where'd it come
It's the amount financed. So you're asking me where it came from.
You take away the 2,800.
Up here, what is the price of the
16,300
minus the down payment,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you get this number.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Right.
We knew that, we're just testing.
Yeah. Testing.
I hope he's correct, because you know he is the teacher. Just a hunch.
Yeah, I once corrected an English teacher's.
Well,
she wasn't happy about it.
I don't mind being corrected.
She was all kinds of things.
What I need
I was
is-
like, don't blame me for being smarter than you.
what I need is
Can you move it
have
down a
an
little?
instructor,
What needed?
And they ask
It
me,
was.
Debbie, do you remember back
That's
then?
why you put
Yeah, I know. Oh, I remember being 30 years old or 31 or something, and I actually used to look a lot younger than my age instead of older like I do now. And that's from bad habits over the years. But anyway, my point is, I was teaching accounting classes at the time, and the students, most of them, either thought they were older than me or they looked older than me. So they didn't respect me as much.
Yeah.
They didn't. They didn't think I was credible. You know. Anyway.
See, and that's not cool.
No, it wasn't. It was the worst class I ever had.
I thought you said you minus that. Is that a plus sign?
Right here?
Yeah.
Up there, yeah.
That is a plus. That is the finance charge.
Yeah.
Plus the
Plus the amount
amount still
finance.
up.
But you're gonna find
Finance charge plus the amount financed. This also means the total of payments. It's the same thing. Amount. It's in all your previous notes.
It was in chapter 14.
Huh?
It was in chapter 14.
Yeah, it's in all the notes. We did the
Can you move it
PowerPoint,
down
we
a
did the
little?
quiz. Yeah.
Please, thank you.
That's the last one, right?
I
not
don't
done. There's one more.
Two more.
It's almost 5 o'clock.
We don't get out till 5:15.
Well,
This one's number 14.
I forgot.
Yeah, this is
Which number is
13.
it? 13. Okay.
Yeah, 13.
well,
So I got more lead in there, and made sure I put there, it's just that was short.
But I actually had a guy in that class that made a comment, because I had some friends in that class too, and this was like 35, 40 people. It was a big class. And anyway, and accounting's tough. And one of I heard from somebody that I knew that another guy in the class said, well, maybe next time we'll at least we'll get an instructor that's older than the students, you know, which is kind of a compliment, I guess. But yeah, that was a sucky class. That was like the worst class in 15 years that I ever had.
Well, imagine having some 15-year-old schmuck teaching physics.
Well, if he knows it, then why not? I don't
Exactly.
care.
Yeah, I really don't care. Age to me does not.
Well, it
make
did
a
to them.
difference. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference.
That's
As long as
ridiculous.
they know what they're doing.
Right.
That's my thing. If I know more than
Well, I
you,
did, but it didn't matter. They just, you know.
You're like, I'm getting paid and you're not.
I heard that.
well, the end bottom line is if you treat people with respect, they'll treat you with respect.
Well, that's generally, yeah, this was a very odd thing. I mean, God, I've taught 1,000 classes, you know, and that was the only one that was like that. And it was like it was contagious. It was like they started ganging up, you know, and I'm like, hey,
Exactly how it is.
yeah. They started ganging up on you. Not in here, though, huh? I don't think so.
only in fun.
I think that we all respect each other.
I think so.
Only on days and in the Y.
Gosh, I just got that one.
Yep, just never knew how I'm going to get every semester.
And I don't know if I'll be able to work your class next year either.
What's that?
I don't know if I can work your class next year.
Would that mean that somebody else might be doing it, or just no one? No? But there'll be a tutor in the center for this class?
Me.
Oh, okay.
I'm here till 2013.
2013.
Yeah, spring of 2013.
Oh, so you will be here. Oh, you mean here?
I don't know if I'll be able to do your class.
Oh, okay.
This class time.
Well, they can go see you in the center if they need help, I guess.
Yeah.
Has anybody from the online class been there? From my online class?
Your online classes, no. I have had a few come in from other classes.
That's good.
I was upset.
You can put on my small handwriting. I finished it.
You put the whole problem on half the page because it's smaller.
I can.
We still have two more
Jenny's at home
problems.
and just like, no.
Probably so, yeah.
No, I read it just fine. And again, I've been writing like this.
Yeah, we're just-
So it's.
Wait till you need the Bible.
I have crooked visions.
For now. I used to do.
I know everybody else in my family has like reading glasses for one thing or another.
Yep, things slowly start to break every decade.
Whoa.
But once you hit the fourth decade, that's when it really starts.
Yeah.
Well, my legs.
And that's
are
gonna
starting.
lie.
Well, my legs are starting to go now, so.
That's why you gotta take care of yourself. Exercise,
I do.
eat right, don't drink too much.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever.
Yeah.
That's right, your Medicaid covers a scooter.
I'm gonna drink too much
By the
tonight.
time you're like 70, you
Well, not too
just
much.
have a
Well,
scooter
the
driving
VA
around.
covers my medical bills for the rest of my life.
That's nothing.
So
We got plastered over the weekend.
I actually did hit this on
I don't see why not. Half of them were older than me or my age.
You have to hold on to the grass from falling off the earth.
And then you had to drive back home the next day.
That's right.
Stop the roller coaster ride, I went off.
You can actually roller coaster.
What
What is that problem?
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
we
oh,
better
that's
move on.
different than that.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying the habit.
No, this is number 10.
Right, yeah.
I always hated the dead.
No, this isn't.
No.
Oh.
She
Oh,
said, yeah.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying, he's only on 11.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Oh,
This was
I heard that.
13.
I know.
Oh, you got it, oh, you're watching on the screen.
Okay. This is.
The last one.
See if we've had.
No.
You know, yeah, this is 14. And in our last session on Monday, if I remember correctly, the first two problems we had were just like this, or similar.
Because I can see his head is coming.
Well moved.
That's why
So she put it nicely, you have a big head.
She's trying to get close to you, that's all.
Just write it off of his monitor.
No.
So John, you should come back row and sit with me.
It doesn't zoom that close.
Yeah, the zoom in features suck. They had to work on
Don't they
that.
have something going on here Fridays, some kind of big celebration or something?
Yeah, of course.
Earth Day, is that what they call it?
No,
Well, they call it Earth Day, I think
Field
that,
of Dreams.
it's Field of Dreams, is that what it's called?
Next Wednesday is everything. Don't confuse.
Earth Day's next Wednesday?
I think it's really is not.
Oh, okay, alright. I get them confused.
See?
Yeah.
It's just called Green Day. I mean,
Field of Dreams.
That's a band.
America the Beautiful.
well, yeah,
If
Land
you
of the
build it,
waste.
Field of Dreams.
if you build it, they will come.
Very careful.
If it's chicken, they will eat.
What does that mean?
Well, fried chicken, find out how many people eat. Guarantee you, just about everybody will.
I don't like fried chicken.
If you cook
That's
it,
okay. You're the only one in here that won't eat.
if you
We'll
cook
bring
it,
him.
I will come.
Okay, well done.
I will mashed potato, gravy, collard greens,
Oh, that was good. Your watermelon too.
yes.
I'll take a grilled steak, that's better. A grilled
And
steak
coleslaw.
over
Yeah,
fried
me
chicken
too.
any day.
What?
I hate coleslaw.
You put enough mayonnaise in it,
I
coleslaw.
always I used to take the skin off and then wipe off the grease with a napkin first, and then eat it with a fork.
See?
I like grilled chicken better.
Yeah, what's better for you?
Mm-hmm.
This guy,
I miss
I worked
this
at a
restaurant
private
called
country club.
Cockle.
Or
We had
pineapple.
fried chicken
Pineapple's
on
good.
Wednesdays, and we had a dentist in our kitchen, like boxing over our spicy fried chicken breasts. At a private country club, they were like fighting over our chicken breasts 2 weeks ago.
Fighting over your breasts? What?
I swear I didn't hear you say chicken. How convenient, we'll get what we don't wish to hear.
A man
Yeah,
just
just
like
like
I
me.
didn't, I really not hear you say chicken. That's
And then you
why
wonder why HR calls. I'm just kidding.
I just can't stay out of trouble.
Yeah, and you're on,
And what?
Hey,
you're on camera.
Oh, I forgot about that.
so about that test.
When I was at the nursing home, that my supplies came in, I had these big boxes of chicken breast, and my counter girls, my dietary aides, were opening up and they're like, look! I'm like, look at the size of those breasts. I'm talking about the chicken, not their breasts.
Exactly.
I got in trouble.
And it wasn't intentional.
No, I was talking about the chicken breast because that's what they had in their hand.
Yeah,
And
it's funny. I had an interpreter in a class about 3 semesters ago, and I had a guy in there that was always swearing, and an older guy, and he it was just like nothing to him, but it wasn't the worst words. It was.
You had Tourette's?
I'm not sure if he did. I haven't seen him around. I think he's done. And anyway, he made some kind of a comment, a joke about breasts, and the interpreters are supposed to interpret everything, because there was a deaf student in there, so they have to interpret everything. And she just thought it was funny. But then they met me the next class period and tried to tell me how to run my class. You know, in other words, don't let people say stuff like that. It really wasn't that bad, you know. It was kind of like what he said. Pretty much the same thing.
It's never that bad until HR gets involved. Then they blow it out of proportion.
These are the biggest chicken breasts you ever saw. I'm like, those things are huge.
That's so
They got in trouble.
You sounded shocked.
This is
That's the same.
15.
Last one.
Not the same.
Different numbers.
No, because on this one you have to use the APR table.
That's right.
And that's the one where it's the range, remember?
And those tables on the quiz, when you click on them, were so tiny, tiny, tiny.
Is there any way to copy and paste like and put in Word and blow it up or something? Or?
I don't know. It was itty bitty.
I didn't figure that out. Check my work.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're good.
That's the last one, right?
Yes.